Okay, so having a seat. And I'm actually going to record this class because I was meant to teach a class for health and fitness travel yesterday company, and I didn't press record. I got 10 minutes in and was like, didn't do that. So I'm going to share this recording. So Sandra, if you can't hear, then I'll send it on to you as well afterwards. Just close the eyes. Have a bit of a wriggle round in your seat. So get nice and comfortable. Anchor through the seat bones. And then drop the shoulders down and just sit with the breath. Let the arms be heavy. Let the shoulders be relaxed. Soften through the palms of the hands. So nowhere through the upper body you're holding onto any tension. And then just find a nice rhythm with that breath. Not a rhythm that you have to force. Just your own natural rhythm. So it's going to be slightly different for each of us. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just start to notice that rise and fall in the chest. Not just the rise and the fall forwards, but do you notice a bit of a shift to the side of the body? So can you expand the rib cage to the side? And then let the ribs fall down and in. So instead of just getting this forward movement, there's a sideways movement through the rib cage. Forwards, to the side, and then also now to the back of the body. So just imagine someone's lightly placing their hands on the back, on the shoulder blades. And as you breathe, I want to feel like you can push the rib cage back into their hands. And then soften on the out breath. So moving the rib cage up, out, and backwards as you breathe in. And soften as you breathe out. Breathe in, feel a lift. And breathe out, a soften. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. And exhale. Reach the right fingertips out to the side. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Before you lean over to the side, just grow an inch taller through the left side of the body. Reach the left fingertips higher. And then take a side bend over to the right. So you really stretch out from the left hip through the side of the body, all the way through the shoulder. Keep breathing in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sandra, hopefully now you can see. I just saw you coming back in, and that you've not missed anything. Inhale, come back through center, reach that left arm up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Grow tall before you lean over, and then take a side stretch to the left. Open up that right side. So not just opening through the shoulder, but feeling a stretch through the ribs, into the side of the waist, down into that right hip. So lengthen from the hip to the fingertips. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Back to center, reach both arms up to the sky, lift really tall, interlace the fingers, and then reverse the hands so the heels of the hands are lifting up to the sky. Use that to open the chest. Look up towards the ceiling, lift the chest forwards, and then come all the way forwards with the hands. Adjust your feet, so take the knees back behind the body, sit on all fours. Spread the hands wide. Inhale, open the chest forward, send the tailbone back. Exhale, arch and round, and then from that rounded position, pulling in through the waist, sit back to a child's pose. Come back to all fours. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine into your cat-cow, and then stretch the body back. Inhale, come forwards, open the chest. So cat-cow with a shift back into child's pose, rounding the spine, hips to heels. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, rounding the spine into your child's pose. Do one more in that direction. Inhale forwards. Open the chest, arch the spine, round the hips back. And now we're going to reverse the process. So lift up to all fours, curl through the back, pull the waist in. Open the chest forwards, look towards the front of the room, and then sit back into your child's pose. Bring the body forwards, arch through the spine. Open the chest and send the hips back. Go one more time, round the spine as you come forwards, pull the navel in. Open the chest, look forwards, send it back into your child's pose. From that child's pose, stay low, keep the chest down, keep the forehead down. Walk both hands off the right side of your yoga mat. So feel a nice long stretch through that left side of the body. Walk your left fingertips as far over to the right as you can. Keep that left hip grounding back. So try not to let the left hip move. Really feel that stretch through the left side body. Come back through center. Notice the difference side to side as you move through center. And then take your hands all the way over to the left. Stretch out the right. So feel that length through the right side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath. Exhale. Walk back to center. Push down into both hands. Rise up to all fours. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips back and up. Stretch into downward facing dog. Give a good wriggle around through the lower body. So pedal through the feet. Extend down through the heels. Sway the hips from side to side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend the knees nice and deep. Rest your chest onto the thighs. So rest your belly onto the thighs. And then from here, try and keep that belly and thigh connection as you straighten the legs. You'll lose it towards the end, but the intention is there. Rebend the knees, belly and thigh connection. And then straighten the legs. Feel that extension down through the hamstrings, through the calves, maybe all the way up to the hips. 2 more times. Bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Sway the head from side to side. Nod yes. Wriggle no. And then walk the feet in towards the hands. All the way in. Close the gap between the feet, bend the knees, reach the arms up to the sky, coming into your chair. Pull the waist in as you lift up through the arms. Really try and send the tailbone under. So you're trying to pull in around the waist. Pull back through the arms. So if you can, the biceps and the arms, frame the head, frame the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out one. So there's more work up through the back than there would be if you let the arms fall forwards. Breathe in and out. Fold the body all the way down. Let the hands come up behind the lower back. Interlace the fingers. Wriggle the feet so they're a bit wider if that makes you more comfortable. Reach the knuckles up to the sky. Let the head relax down. And then just rock through the shoulders. So just let one shoulder dip down, the other shoulder lift. Doesn't have to be how I'm doing it, but just have a wriggle around in your shoulders and in the upper body. See if you can find a bit more space. And as you do that, you'll stretch around the hips, the hamstrings, and the lower back as well. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the hands go, place them down to the floor. Step to your plank position. And in that plank position, we'll bring the shoulders so they are right over the wrists. You're not falling back of the wrists. I want you to bring the body weight forwards. Feel the upper abdominals gauge so you become stronger in that plank position. Then rest the knees. Lower the chest all the way down to the floor. point the toes. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift the feet, lift the chest. So the whole body is lifting off the floor. Squeeze between the legs. Feel that engagement through the back line. Try and bring the shoulder blades together. One more breath. And then let it go. Toes tuck, knees bend, travel back into downward facing dog. Hips lifting up to the sky. Extending down through the backs of the legs. So it doesn't matter if the heels don't touch the floor, but you're trying to send the heels down. So constantly trying to lengthen all the way from the top of the hips, down the hamstrings, through the calves, through the heel. Pushing into all 10 fingertips, all 10 knuckles, the heels of both hands. Reach the right leg up to the sky. So right heel stretches up, right hip stays facing down to the floor. So try not to open the right hip to the right wall, keep it facing down. And then bring the right knee into the chest and over towards the left elbow. So instead of bringing it directly into the chest, let the body twist a little. Try and tap that right knee over to the left. Inhale back and up to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee under the body. Slight twist, it comes over to the left. Inhale all the way back and up. One more, bring that right knee under the body, over to the left, twist. And then back and up. This time, once that right heel stretches high, you can let the right hip open to the right side of the room. So you're still keeping the right leg high, you haven't bent the knee. We're just opening the right hip to the right side. Try and point those right toes higher. And then bring the right knee in. Step the right foot forwards, let the back knee rest down to the floor. Breathe in, reach the arms up to the sky. And breathe out, let that left hip move forwards. So use the breath, breathe in, pull yourself back. Breathe out, let the body go forward. So really bring some movement in. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath. And exhale. Let the hands come down inside of your right foot to the fingertips. Straighten the right leg. So you might need to wriggle that right foot forwards. Pull the toes back to the face. So that right leg is straight. I'm balancing on the left knee. Pulling the right toes back. Driving that right heel down. Take your left hand off the left side of your yoga mat. Reach the right arm up to the sky, open the chest. So that should be quite intense around the outside of the right hip, down the right leg. If it's too much, soften the right knee. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Exhale, bring that right arm down and thread it underneath the left side of the body. So there's a rotation through the spine. And then inhale, lift that right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, take that right arm underneath the body, rotate to the left. Inhale, reach all the way up. 3 more. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lift. This can be your last one. So bring that right arm down, thread underneath the left side and really reach. So try and pull yourself deeper into that twist. And then bring both hands to the top of your mat. Bend into the right knee again. Tuck the left toes and lift the left knee off the floor. So you have a low lunge. So you're keeping the body down nice and low, but that back knee is lifted. So it's active through that left thigh. I'm going to try and lower the hips down here. I'm going to give you an option just for those that want to. You can take your left arm out to the side and see if you can reach your right arm underneath the left thigh. So if I come, just is a little something to try. This back knee would be lifted, but that right arm is going to reach through and your left arm reaches out. It's just a little something for you to play with. Just challenge the balance a little. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Exhale, bring both hands back to the top of your mat. Step the right foot back into a plank position. From that plank position, rest the knees, lower the chest and chin all the way down. Inhale, point the toes, lift the feet, lift the hands, open the chest. Exhale, hands to the floor, toes tucked, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out one. Spread the hands wide. Lift the hips. Find real length through the spine. Left leg goes high. Inhale. Exhale, left knee underneath the body and then a slight twist as you bring that left knee to the right arm. Inhale up to the sky. There's 3 of these. Exhale, bring that left knee over to the right elbow. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale over to the right elbow. Lift up to the sky. Keep that left leg long, but just open the left hip to face the left side of the room. So instead of having the hip facing down, open it out. Feel more of a stretch down the inside of the right leg as you reach that left leg high. Bring the left knee in. Step the left foot forwards. Rest the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. So lift up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, let the body move forwards. Inhale to lift. Exhale to move into that right thigh. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, take your hands all the way down, just fingertips. And then maybe you need to take that left foot forwards as you straighten the left leg. Pull the toes back to the face. So you get a stretch through that left hamstring. What I want you to notice is make sure you keep a right angle at the back of the right knee. So don't let that right hip fall all the way back. Take your right hand off the right side of your yoga mat. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Breathe in, open across the chest. Feel that stretch around the left thigh, the left hip. And if it's too much, just bend the knee slightly. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Thread that left arm down underneath the right side. Inhale, lift. Open the spine, open the chest, unravel. Exhale, thread through. Go for 3 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. So see when you reach up on this last one, if you can lift it a bit higher. So feel that stretch more down to the back of the left leg. And then your last rotation to the right. Really stretch the left fingertips over to that right side of the room. And then look to the top of the mat, place both hands down, bend into your left knee, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the floor. So you have a low, long stretch through that right leg, more active. So you're keeping that back knee off the floor. Looking down to the hands. So we keep a nice position through the back of the neck. And then if you did so on the other side and you want the challenge, reach your right arm out to the right side of the room. Take your left arm underneath the left thigh over to the left side. So you reach nice and wide. You've got to move the hips lower to be able to get that left arm underneath the left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out wherever you are. 2 more breaths. Walk the hands back in. Push down into the hands. Step the left foot back, plank position. Hold that plank for a moment. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. So load through the shoulders, through the upper abdominals. And then rest the knees. Just go halfway down. Keep the chest open. Look to the top of your yoga mat. And then push back up. Tuck the toes. Straighten the legs. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Right leg sweeping it high. Lifting that right heel, keeping the hip facing down to the floor. And then instead of reaching that right heel to the ceiling, I want you to imagine you're trying to kick your right foot to the wall behind you. So it's going to drop lower, but I want you to feel more length through that right side of the lower back. Pull your right knee into the chest, hold the knee in high, lift the knee so it comes all the way in. The more you round through the back, the more space to step that right foot forwards. High lunge, take the arms up to the sky. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, bend as far forwards as you can in that right knee, even if the right knee moves forwards of the big toe. Inhale, come all the way up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, move all the way forwards. So really working into that front hip, knee and ankle. 3 more in. And all the way out. Breathe in. All the way out. 1 more breath. Go all the way out. Bring the hands down to the floor. Rest your back knee. Lift the arms up to the sky. Reach them up, lift tall. And then just walk that front foot forwards and then pull the toes back to the face. So again, you have a straight leg, but we're lifting tall through the body. So pulling those right toes back to the face. Take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Reach the right arm to the wall behind you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. If that's enough, stay there. If you want more, carefully tuck your left toes so the left ankle is lifted off the floor. And take my right hand down to the back of the left heel and reach the left arm up to the sky. Front leg is still strong and straight. Chest is lifting up to the sky. All perfectly fine to stay in that twist. Take a breath in. Breath out. We're all coming back up to center and take both hands down to the top of your mat. Bend that front knee. Straighten the back leg. Lift the left knee off the floor. Turn the left toes out. Warrior 2. Reach the arms up and out wide. Extend across the arms. Reach really wide. So close the eyes and try and touch the front of the room, the back of the room. Really feel the arms extend. Breathe here. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Straighten the right leg. Shuffle your back foot in once or twice. Hinge from the right hip. Reach that right arm as far as you can. So I want you to reach. Don't come down yet, just stretch. And then take the right hand to the right shin. Lift the left arm up to the sky. So your legs are active and strong. Arms are wide. Left palm facing to the left side of the room. And now imagine someone's coming up, they're stood in front of you. They're going to place their hand into your left palm and they're going to push. You're going to push against the force of their push and feel the chest lift. Feel the left side of the body open. So you're pushing into that hand. It's going to cause you to look up towards the ceiling, cause that left side of the body to lift more to the ceiling. I hope that makes sense. I find it really works when we're in person. I'm not quite sure how well it translates via Zoom. Take a breath in and a breath out. Look down to the floor. Take both hands down to the ground. Rest your left knee down to the floor. Step your right leg all the way to the back of your yoga mat. Point the right toes. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. So you have this side plank variation. And then take that right arm, stretch it all the way over to the top of the yoga mat. Really long stretch through that right side of the body. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Place the right knee down. Tuck the toes and lift back into downward facing dog. So you're going to stay the way you're facing. I'm just spinning so I can see you better. So still in downward facing dog. Heels pushing down, hands rooting down, hips lifting up to the sky. Breathe in. Take your left leg high. Lift that left heel to the ceiling. Now, instead of lifting to the ceiling, stretch that left foot to the wall behind you and feel the left side of the lower back open and lengthen. Pull the left knee into the chest as high as you can. Round through the upper back. Lift the knee in. Create more space between the knee and the ground. And then step that left foot forwards. Reach the arms up to the sky. Lift nice and tall. Big inhale. And exhale. And then next time you breathe in, you straighten the left leg. You breathe out, bend all the way into that left knee as far forwards as you can go. Inhale, you lift all the way back, push into that front foot. Exhale, lower all the way down. So we're working all the way through that range of motion. Inhale, lift all the way up, push into that foot. Exhale, lower all the way down. One more, lift all the way up. And exhale, go all the way back down. Hands to the floor. Rest the back knee. Reach the arms up to the sky. And then straighten that left leg. So wriggle the foot forwards. Pull the toes back to the face. So be strong through that left leg. Right hand goes to the outside of the left thigh. Start with a simple twist. Left arm reaches to the back of the room. And that's where you're staying. If it's too much to balance back, this is absolutely fine. Still plenty of work, actually, just keeping length through that left leg. If you want more, right toes tuck. So the right heel is lifted, is exposed. Left hand comes down to the heel. And right arm reaches up to the sky. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. One more breath. Exhale, everyone come back to center. Bend into that front knee. Take the hands all the way to the top of the mat. Lift your back knee off the floor. If you had that leg really long, you might have to shorten the stance. Warrior two. So you may well need to adjust the feet. It might end up being quite a wide warrior two, so you might want to pull it in a little. Straighten the left leg. Now you will need to shuffle that back foot in once or twice. And then we're hinging from the left hip. So lengthening, reaching as far as you can. Left hand down, right arm up. Gaze to the right fingertips, if that's okay for the neck. I've said it before, but if that's too much to look up, just let the head be heavy. And then now imagine someone or a teacher is going to push into that right palm and you're pushing against their hand. I hope I've assisted quite a few of you in this way in real life, otherwise maybe it really won't make sense. But you're trying to push against that hand and let that open the chest, that lift the chest. Take a breath in and a breath out. Take a breath in and a breath out. Look down to the floor. Take both hands down. Let that right knee rest to the ground. And then keep the right knee down. Step the left leg all the way back to the bottom of your yoga mat. Reach the left arm up to the sky. And then let that left arm travel long all the way overhead. Real length through the left side of the body. Reach the fingertips further. You can even imagine, if you like, you've got a heavy weight in that left hand and it's being pulled over and down to the ground. So you've got more space coming into that left side of the body. Take a breath in and a breath out. Rest the left hand down to the floor. Bring the left knee down and then just reposition the knees. So take them a bit wider on your yoga mat. Sit the hips all the way back to the heels. Settle in your child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. I want you to feel that movement through the chest, movement through the rib cage, movement through the back of the shoulders. Just stay here for 5 breaths. Trying to find that push out of the rib cage. Trying to find that movement through the back of the shoulders. Space between the shoulder blades. Soften around the jaw. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Make this next one your biggest one. Expand the rib cage. And let it go. Push into the hands. Rise up to all 4s. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Imagine someone's lifting a belt loop on the back of your trousers, lifting you up so high to the ceiling that you get a real long stretch through the backs of the legs. You almost feel lighter through the hands and the feet. And then look towards the hands. Step the right foot forwards. Walk the hands a bit further forward still, so you have this triangle with both hands and the right toes. Lift the left leg back behind you, supported warrior 3. Crown of the head reaching forwards. So we're trying to create this long line through the spine. In the same way we did downward facing dog before, reaching that leg to the back of the room rather than to the ceiling. That's what we're doing now. So trying to stretch that left leg to the back of the room. Take a little soft bend in the knee, the right knee. Right hand stays to the floor, left hand comes to the left hip. And then as you straighten that right leg, open the left hip to the left side of the room for half moon. So you have contact through the right hand and the right foot. And you're staying here, opening that left hip. And that might be absolutely plenty. Oops. If you wobble, just come back in. Or if you want more, there is the option to bend that top knee and reach the left hand to the left ankle. It takes a bit of a wriggle to get it sometimes. And then you have this bind and you're able to open that left side of the body. But if you don't have that and you're wobbling around in half moon, that's a great place to start. And it takes a lot of wobbling, so don't worry about it. Really open the chest. And then we're coming back. The left foot is coming in next to the right foot. Fold the body forwards. Bend so deep in the knees, you can rest the chest on the thighs and you can wrap the arms behind the backs of the thighs. Hold the elbows. Bring the chin into the chest. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Try and straighten the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Let the arms go. Walk the feet wider on your mat. I'm going to give you the chance to do a bit of a bind. So for some of you, it might not be there, but give it a go and try and we'll see where we get to. So feet are a bit wider than my hips. I'm going to bend down in between my legs. So really have a good bend in the knees so you can get the body nice and low. Take your right hand through the legs and reach it to the back of the right thigh, the lower back. So if you can well, not that you're seeing, you're probably concentrating on not falling on your face, but that right arm is coming underneath and wrapping around the thigh. You might just grab t-shirt. If you grab t-shirt, that's fine, stay there. Or that left hand comes up to the sky, elbow bends, and you try and find a bind. Or again, just t-shirt. So this is your option 1. The head is relaxed, you're staying here. If you want more, and if it's in your practice, this is just an if, don't feel like you have to do it. You're going to transfer weight to the right, you can transfer weight to the left foot, lift the right toes, and come all the way up. It's just an option for those of you that want to go there. So don't feel you have to. Stay with the bind, looking down and in for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down as slowly as you came up. And we're all going to push down into both feet, relax the arms, roll up to standing. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Close the gap between the legs, squeeze the inner thighs, interlace the hands, make a fist. Breathe in again, reach that fist up to the sky. And breathe out, arch the body back, open the chest. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend and soften the knees. Fold all the way forwards. Take the hands down to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Have a pedal through the feet. And let it go. Exhale. All of this is just options, but we have done quite a lot over the last few weeks of kind of working through the shoulders. So it's nice to just see where you're up to and give yourself a bit of a challenge every now and then. Breathe. Push down into the hands. Look towards the hands. Step the left foot forwards and then make that triangle with both hands and the left toes. Push into the left foot. Reach that right leg back, lengthen the spine, supported warrior 3. Real extension through the back. And breathe here. For us to get physically stronger, we have to push ourselves really to a place where we can't do some of it. So we break down tissues, like that's what it is to get stronger. And we challenge our mobility, we challenge how much space we can find. So really, if you want to get stronger with your practice, you have to be pushing yourself in classes so that there's bits you can't do. And then the next week you come back and maybe you still can't do them, but after a few weeks you come back and we get there. Soften that left knee. Left hand stays to the floor, right hand comes to the right hip. And as you straighten the left leg, the right hip opens to the right side of the room, half moon. So that's our first option. May well be staying there, just concentrating on the balance through the left leg. If you want more, right knee bends. Right foot holds the front of the right ankle and we open. So it's not only an opening through the hip, you actually get a real back bend there. You can allow the chest to lift, stretch that right knee away. If you're wobbling around in your half moon, that's fine. Just keep coming back in. Or if you're ready to just stand and relax in a forward fold, we're going to all meet there. Right foot comes down and in next to the left foot. And we let the body relax. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll up through the spine. Slowly take your time. And just find Tadasana. So relax the arms down by the side. Close the eyes. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Drop the shoulders. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. And then widen the feet a little, make some space. Bring the body forward. So bend the knees nice and deep. I'm trying to play around with which way is the best way for you to see me. But you're going to come all the way down. And then your left hand is going to thread between the legs and up behind the left thigh. So that maybe if I went this way, so you can see my fingertips are coming to the left side of my lower back. Right hand reaches up to the sky, comes back down, and maybe my fingertips find each other. Maybe they don't, and I just hold t-shirt. If you're wriggling around and you're trying to find that connection, just stay there. If it gets too much, release at any time. But if you want more, if you did so on the other side, push the weight down into the right foot, come to the left hip toes, and then push down into that right foot. Slowly lift the left leg up. You don't have to go there. I'm just giving variations to those that may well want it. Ooh. And trust me, there's a lot of wobbling even when you've done it a lot of times, so don't lose sleep over it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly let that left foot come down. I can quite confidently say I've never used that in my regular day-to-day life. It's not advantageous when you're going about your day-to-day. So if you don't get it, it's okay. Sway the body around, relaxing that forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let both knees come down to the floor. Keep the toes tucked. So just for a moment, let's stretch out the soles of the feet. Bring the little toe into that as well. So really stretch it out. Rest the hands on the thighs, close the eyes. So body should be feeling nice and warm. Breathe in and out. Feel that expansion through the chest, the shoulders, the rib cage, the back of the body. Feel that stretch all the way through the soles of the feet. Breath in and out. Rise up to the shins, release the feet, point the toes back. You're facing forwards. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Keep the hips facing forward, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, take a twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forwards. Inhale, back through center, lift. Exhale, twist to the left, keep the glutes on, right fingers forwards, left arm back. Once more each side, inhale. Exhale, twist. So bring some space, inhale. Exhale, twist. After the next in-breath, we're going to take a slight back bend. So inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, squeeze the glutes on, lift the chest, open the chest and the shoulders. Take a breath here and let it go. Bring the hands all the way forwards, hands and knees. Round through the spine, pull the waist in, look in towards the navel, let the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders stretch, and then bring the knees into the hands, cross the shins, and come to a seat. Extend the legs, nice and long. Toes pull back to the face. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take that twist again. Left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale, lift up tall. Right arm forwards, left arm back. Once more each side, and then we're folding forwards. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Make this your biggest reach up, because then we're folding forwards in and then out. Take the body forwards and down. Let the hands come to the floor. Let the chin bow into the chest. Don't worry about how far forwards you come. I just want you to let the body sink into that fold. So relax through the legs, relax through the hands, the elbows, the shoulders. Breathe here. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. In and out. In and out. One more breath. And then let it go. Roll up to a seated position. And then just continue that movement. Roll all the way down onto your back. Slowly take it down. Reach the arms overhead. Nice long inhale. And then a big exhale. Bend both knees. Take the arms out wide, so they're as wide as they can be, palms face up to the sky. Walk both feet to the edges of your yoga mat. Drop both knees to the right-hand side of the room and gaze to the left. So you have a twist there through the spine and quite an opening through that top left hip. If you want to make it stronger, the right ankle comes on top of the left thigh. You weigh that left thigh down, so there's an opening through the left hip. Right ankle on the left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to center. Both feet down. Gaze falls to the right, knees fall to the left. Left ankle maybe lifts and comes on top of the right thigh. So it's like you're self-assisting. If you've ever been in a class where a teacher's come around and made more of a stretch through that right hip, they've assisted you into the twist. You're just doing the same with that left ankle. You're trying to lengthen that right side of the body. So you're finding as much space as you can, getting the most out of the twist. And then just let it come back to center. If there's something missing and you want to do anything else with your practice, then you can have a move around now. But if not, just stretch both legs to the bottom corners of your yoga mat. Either the hands stay out nice and wide, or just bring them back and place them on the body. Both hands on the belly. So you just reconnect with the breath, your rhythm, no one else's. You notice how the body feels from the tips of the toes, all the way up through the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the crown of the head. Softness across the face. Relax through the jaw. Relax through the neck and the shoulders. Allow that breath to get slightly bigger, no forcing. Just allow a longer breath in and encourage a longer breath out. Longer breath in. Longer breath out. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a good hug. Pull the knees in nice and close. Lift the head, neck, shoulders. Look in towards the center of the body. And then from that position, if you can, with the eyes still closed, rock up to a seat. Cross the legs, close the eyes. Rest the hands on the knees. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then 3 breaths like that, but in through the nose and out through the mouth. So whenever you're ready, in, sigh out. Breathe in, sigh out. One more breath. And let it go. Bring the hands into prayer heart center. Thank yourself for making time to practice, for pushing yourself, for trying things that maybe lead to a little bit of frustration, but will help strengthen, help you find more space, and help you let go of frustration or stress. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I'll just stop the recording because I'm having to double record this. Oh, you're welcome, Hayley.